Hi guys, let's learn financial statement analysis. First, download the Excel workbook. The name is Financial Statement Analysis Workbook Students. The location is Week 5 module on the Canvas homepage. This workbook contains the basic requirements and templates. And then I use a video, the video I'm recording, to show you how to do the financial statement analysis. You can watch the video with the name of Financial Statements Analysis video. You access the video from a link in the Week 5 module on the Canvas homepage. From a Week 5 module on Canvas homepage, you can also find an example I use in recording this video. The example's name is Financial Statements Analysis Workbook Example Enron. You can see my financial statements analysis of Enron. I have an introduction of the spreadsheets in this workbook. I will use Enron as an example. So I'll close this one. This workbook's name is Financial Statement Analysis Workbook Example Enron. It is on Canvas homepage. Let's go to vertical analysis spreadsheet. Let me show you the steps. First, let's define vertical analysis. So vertical analysis specifically for income statement, each item on the income statement should be divided by net sales. Then we get a percentage. And this income statement contains percentages of the variables. And then this is the one we use for vertical analysis. For balance sheet, each item on the balance sheet is divided by total assets. So we get a balance sheet with the percentages. And this balance sheet is called a common-sized balance sheet. And we use it for vertical analysis. So this is basically vertical analysis. And then after we get the percentages, we start to observe some patterns and then answer some questions. First, let's look at step 1. Okay? So step 1, I have the instruction here. Put the properly cleaned original income statement here, followed by the balance sheet. So previously, I told you how to clean the financial statements. You need to get rid of the empty columns, and then you need to use the replace function to get rid of the unnecessary dash signs. But don't use replace all. Carefully check which one should be replaced by 0. And after the income statement, I have a balance sheet of this company. See? And remember, you only need 5 years data. And then only copy 5 years data into this sheet. If you copy more, step 2 area and then step 3 area might be hurt. Second step, let's do vertical analysis. And then I give you the instruction here. You need to change the years to your most recent 5 years. Okay, you need to change this. Next, what we need to do, so we need to find this number. It's called total revenues. It can be also called total net sales or net sales. It just in this revenues area, this number is the last one. So after we add all the things, subtract all the things, and we get this net sales number. So the term may be different for different companies. After we find this net sales number, we need to divide all the numbers after this item until net income by this net sales number. You see, so I just highlight this area using the green color. For these items, we need to do the vertical analysis. Let me show you how to do this. It will take a couple of minutes maybe. It's very easy to do it in Excel. Let me first clean this. Okay, so they are no longer here. All right, so first one, 2000. I need to get this number is called cost of gas, electricity, metal divided by total revenues. All right. And then next, I can drag it to the other cells. And let me double check. So I want to divide cost of gas, electricity, metal by total revenues of the same year. You see, so this one is the cost of gas divided by total revenues. Yeah, that's good. So after we finish this step, we want to use the result. So do this for me. So for total revenues cell, put $sign before B and $sign before 25. So we can use the absolute reference function in Excel to get the results for all the other cells in this column. Okay? And then for this one, do the same thing. Put $sign before C and $sign before 25. And then yours may not be 25. All right, so next let's highlight this row and drag it to the other cells until net income, including net income. Okay. All right. And then we need to check our work to see whether this is what we want. We want each number to be divided by the total revenues in the same year. Click this one. This cell should be net income divided by total revenues. Total revenues B25. Let's check. Is total revenues. That's good. Let's check another one. It should be the net income of 1996 divided by the total revenue of 1996. And you see that works. Okay. So let's summarize. I first get the numbers for the first row, and then I change the denominator's name by adding $sign to the letter and then to the number. And then I finish that for each cell. Okay. And then I highlight this row, and then I have a black plus sign here. I drag it to the other cells until net income. And this is the second step. Step 3, time trends of 4 items. I emphasize we use operating income, not net income, because operating income reflects the income from a firm's regular operation. It represents the real ability of a firm to generate revenue from a daily operation, not from some one-time event or one-time sale of machines. And then let me show you how to make the time trend for operating income. So I first delete the data and delete this chart so I can show you how to start this. All right. So first, I need to copy my years here. Okay. So I have. I first copy the years. Paste. Click paste special. So you look at the choice. Paste special. Click values, and check transpose. Click OK. I copy operating income percentages. Okay, so operating income percentages. So the order is from 2000 to 1996. Make sure they match. Okay. All right. Still paste special. Click values. Check transpose. Click OK. All right. We want the reverse order. So what we need to do is highlight the year and the numbers for each year, and then click sort and filter. You have A, Z, sort and filter. Sort smallest to largest. Click enter. Sometimes it has this problem. I don't know why, but my solution is choose the 2 empty cells above the numbers, and then click sort again, smallest to largest. So this time is good. Okay. I want to drag the numbers back. Okay, so there is a hand sign. Drag it. So I still have the 2 empty cells. And then right now, you see what I do? I put operating income here. Okay, and I can format this cell. Wrap text. All right, and I highlight this area like this. And next, I insert. See insert option in the top menu. And then we have chart. I'm using a Mac, okay? And this is a line option. Click line. You see, I got this data here. So I have 1996, pretty high. So you can see a number pretty high. And then I have 2000. And then this is a low. So the third step is to copy the numbers here and then sort them and then make them in this order, from the earliest year to the most recent year. And then remember, the numbers, the percentages should match the years. And then let me show you something I met. You see, if I put a year here, what will happen? Okay. So I put a year here, and then I insert chart line. You see? So this one is different from what I watched from the video online. I don't know the reason, but my solution is just don't put a year here, and then put the operating income in the operating income column. And then when I insert a line chart, the percentages are on the vertical axis. The years are on the horizontal axis. And then I put this next to the table, so it's pretty. Okay? You should also make a line chart for the other 3 items. Okay, and I next show you vertical analysis for balance sheet. So I have balance sheet in this area. All the numbers should be divided by total assets. First, delete all the numbers here. All right, next, let's find the total assets number. Highlight this row so we can find it easily. Okay, all right, so let's start from the first item, cash. It is 0, but let's still do the calculation. Divided by total assets, right? So let's look at the formula. Cash divided by total assets. So now we finish the first row. And next, we add dollar signs to the denominator's cell names for absolute reference later. And I do that for each one. Dollar sign before the letter, dollar sign before the number. Okay, highlight the first row and then go to the bottom right corner, and you'll see this black plus sign, and start to drag it to the last row. All right, and Enron doesn't provide total liabilities, and so I calculate the total liabilities number here. Okay. And let's check our work. So the last row should be total liabilities divided by total assets in the same year. Let's check the first one. So we have total liabilities B131. Let's see, divided by total assets. Okay, and let's check another, the last one. Okay, we have total liabilities in 1996 divided by total assets in 1996. Okay, and then you can use the numbers to make the charts. So you have to make charts for current liabilities, long-term debt, and then total liabilities. the questions in step 4 are related to 4 items: operating income, current liabilities, long-term debt, and total liabilities. For each one, I ask you whether there is a trend, downward trend, upward trend, whether the trend is good or not, whether you have any other comment. And I provide my comment related to the 4 items of Enron. You can also refer to analysis related to your company's 4 items. I'm okay with that, but please don't directly copy paragraphs. You can paraphrase and then put the reference on the side. You can put the reference on the side. Now we finished the 4 steps. Next, let's go to horizontal analysis. All right, so horizontal analysis, the first thing is also copy the most recent 5 years data into this area. First, copy income statement, and then after this, copy balance sheet. And then second, horizontal analysis. What is a horizontal analysis? Let me show you. So I have definition here. The horizontal analysis is about the increases and decreases in the amount and the percentage of comparative financial statement items. So I put the financial statements side by side, like 1999, and then we want to know the change in dollar amount or percentage from one year to the next. And my requirement is just calculate the change in percentages. And let me show you how to calculate the change in percentages. Let me first delete this area so I can illustrate the process. I have the years for Enron here. You should change the years to yours. I start from the first row with numbers, equal sign. Okay, so I want to calculate the percentage change in the revenues from natural gas and other products. So we are in the operating revenues section. The first item means the revenue from natural gas and other products. We want to see the percentage change in 2000 of this item. So I put equal sign in parentheses, and then I click this one, minus the same number in the previous year. Okay. And then divided by the number in the previous year. We call this the base year. Okay. So the numerator is the dollar change divided by the base year number. We get the percentage change. Let me show you another one, 1999. So I need to use 1999 number first, minus the previous year, 1998 number, okay? And then divided by the previous year number. I got a percentage change. And then after the first two, we can just drag it to the other cells. And let's double check. Okay, 1998. So we have a 1998 number minus 1997 number divided by 1997 number. Okay. And 1997 number minus 1996 number divided by 1996 number. Good. This one is weird. However, it's normal. Okay, 1996. The previous year of 1996 is 1995. We don't have that number, so we get this weird thing. Okay, so it doesn't matter. For horizontal analysis, you only need to know the most recent 4 years, because we keep 5 years data, and due to data requirement here, we can only get the numbers for the most recent 4 years. And then next, what should we do? We just directly drag. Okay, so highlight this row and then drag it to the bottom of balance sheet. Okay. Do this for all the items, and then we check whether that's what we want. Okay. One attempt for 2 financial statements. Okay, so this one. You see, this is a 2000 total liabilities percentage change. And then let's check the formula. It should be 2000 number minus the previous number divided by the previous number. And this is what we want. It's good. This is a 1999 number minus the previous year 1998 number divided by 1998. It's good. Okay. All right. So these numbers are good. And you'll find some weird numbers. Okay. Because sometimes 0 is used as the denominator in our calculation and is unreasonable. So we get this. We don't care. We only care about 4 items: operating income, current liabilities, long-term debt, and total liabilities. So don't worry about these items. Okay? I'll also put a note up here. Say if some cells are not valid due to 0 data points, do not worry about those cells. So this is a step 2. Okay? Step 2, we use the number in a year minus the number in the previous year divided by the number in the previous year. And then we finish the first cell. We drag this cell to the other cells in the same row, and then highlight the numbers in the first row, and then drag this until the end of the balance sheet. Yes, I start from the first item on the income statement, and then I drag this to the end of the balance sheet. So next step, you have learned how to make charts. Okay? And here I provide some interpretation of the numbers you see in the charts. So I use one as an example. Total liabilities from 1999 to 2000. Okay, so you can see this number is positive. It's about 0. Okay, so this is 6.77. Okay, the number is here, 6.17. That means the company borrowed more total liabilities from 1998 to 1999. It has more liabilities. And then the next number is 126%. This means the company also borrowed more liabilities than the previous year. And then the increasing trend means the company is borrowing more liabilities at a faster speed. It's like you are driving faster from one moment to the next, and now you are accelerating, so you are driving more quickly. You answer questions, use step 4 related to the charts in step 3. And in answering these questions, you can refer to my comments related to Enron. You can also refer to analysts' comments about your company. If you want to refer to analysts' opinions, you need to put a reference here. And the next ratio calculation.